Civil society organizations are reportedly meeting in Malawi's capital Lilongwe as fears mount that the country's government doesn't want to admit that President Binguwa Mutharika has died. Reports suggest that he passed away after he suffered a heart attack. According to the reports, Mutharika was flown to South Africa yesterday. Our correspondent in Malawi, George Mahango, says the organizations are calling for a speedy transfer of power to Vice President Joyce Banda.
There is some kind of new development to the sense that government does not want to admit the fact that President Binguwa Mutharika is dead. They want to change the constitution. The cabinet ministers, who apparently are from the ruling Democratic Progressive Party, they've been meeting since last night, and civil society organizations have called for a speedy succession plan by Love Mamunlo and then Vice President Joyce Banda.
Meanwhile, Banda is expected to address the media shortly. 3 people have been killed in traffic accidents and scores of drivers arrested, mostly for speeding in the Free State in the past 24 hours. 2 of the deceased were travelling between Frankfurt and Tweeling in the northeastern part of the province when the driver of the vehicle they were travelling in lost control and overturned. In the second accident, a woman was killed on the N1 between Kroonstad and Ventersburg. She reportedly swerved her car into an oncoming truck and died on the scene. Spokesperson for the Free State Department of Roads and Transport, Zolila Walaza.
There were approximately 41 drivers that were arrested, mostly for speeding. And amongst those, there was a taxi driver who was doing 170 with a minibus full load and pulling a trailer. And the other one was driving a minibus and was arrested for doing 145 kilometers an hour. There was also a city-to-city bus driver who was arrested for twice overtaking, and on the second time, he nearly caused a head-on collision.
Over 30 motorists, including a lawyer, have been arrested for speeding in Gauteng since the start of the Easter holidays. The attorney was caught driving at 201 kilometers an hour in a 120-kilometer zone on the Mapupane freeway north of Pretoria. He faces charges including reckless and negligent driving. Gauteng Traffic Police spokesperson Pusabin Kumalo.
The attorney that has been arrested is detained at Acacia police station until Tuesday.
A Khoisan group has staged a march in the Cape Town CBD to reclaim what it says is its cultural heritage. The group has marched to the Castle of Good Hope and also covered a statue of Dutch settler Jan van Riebeck in a black plastic bag. Organizer Tanya Kleinhans says the statue belongs in the Apartheid Museum.
Today is a very solemn day. It's 360 years of the institutionalized colonialism. So we're closing the circle, and we feel that the time has come for the Khoisan to arise and to determine their cause in history. Leading a process to the castle where we are going to be laying the official name of Cape Town. It means where the rain clouds gather.
A memorial service will be held in Inyanga on the Cape Flats this evening for the 6 Motherwell United rugby players who drowned at Blue Water Bay near Port Elizabeth a few days ago. The club is taking part in an Easter rugby tournament organised by the local rugby club in Inyanga. South African Rugby Union President Oregon Hoskins is expected to address the service. The players were caught in a rip current while swimming after a training session. A concert has begun in Sarajevo to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the start of the civil war in Bosnia-Herzegovina. The anniversary is at a time when the Balkan countries deeply divided. Power shared uneasily between Serbs, Croats and Muslims in a state ruled by ethnic quotas.